Good morning students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. I am here again with online maths class. Before that, I hope you enjoyed your holidays nicely and you had lots of fun during holidays. These holidays were all about for enjoying. So let's begin today's maths class. We were on exercise 4.1 and today we have to continue the same exercise. So today we will start question number 9 and the question is 14 a factor of 42 and 112 and is 14 a factor of 112 plus 42 and 112 minus 42. So what we have to do in this question, we have to find out whether 14 is a factor of 42 and 112 and how we will find it out. We will find it out by dividing 42 and 112 by 14. If 42 and 112 is completely divisible by 14, then we can say yes, 14 is a factor of these two numbers. And the second part, we have to find out whether 14 is a factor of 112 plus 42 and 112 minus 42. After subtraction, we will get a number, and what we will do, we will divide that number by 14 to check whether 14 is a factor of this number or not. So let's start solution. So first, for finding out whether 14 is a factor of 42 or not, what we will do, we will just divide this 42 by 14. Divided by 14. If you have not learned the table of 14, what you can do, you can make a rough column and you can find out the table. So 14 2s are 28 and 14 3s are 42. So this 42 is completely divisible by 14. So we can say yes, this 14 is a factor of 42. Yes, 14 is a factor of 42. And now we have to check whether this 112 is divisible by 14 or not. We have to check whether 14 is a factor of 112 or not. For that also we have to divide this 112 by 14. So we have to divide this 112 by 14, and you all know that 14 8s are 112. So we can say that yes, 112, yes, 14 is a factor of 112. Yes, 14 is a factor of 112. So this was the first part of the question. Let's move to next part. Is 14 a factor of 112 plus 42 and 112 minus 42? For finding out whether 14 is a factor of 112 plus 42 or not, first what we will do, we will just add these two numbers. 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 1 5 and 154, but you have to make a rough column and you have to show this here. 102 plus 42. 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 1 5 and 154. Now for checking whether this 154 is divisible by 14 or not, so let's divide this 154 by 14. So 14 ones are 14 1. This 4 will come down. 14 ones are 14. So here we can see that this 154 is divisible by 14. So we can say yes, 14 is a factor of 112 plus 42. Yes, 14 is a factor of 112 plus 42. Now we have to find out whether 112 minus 42, whether 14 is a factor of 112 minus 42. So let's subtract 42 from 112. Again here this side in rough column you will show the subtraction. 112 minus 42, 2 subtracted from 2, 0. As we cannot subtract this 4 from 1, so it is 11. From 11 we will subtract it. So we will get 7. So it is 70. Now let's, here is not enough space, so I am doing here 70 divided by 14. So 14 5s are 70. So we can say yes, 14 is a factor of 112 minus 42. So here we will write yes, 14 is a factor of 112 minus 42. I hope this question is clear to you. And question number 9 is 54 divisible by 2 and 3? Is it divisible by 6? This you have to do. First you will divide that 54 by 2 and 3. If it is divisible by 2 and 3, then as we have studied the properties, divisibility properties, there we studied about the property of 6. If a number is completely divisible by 2 and 3, or we can say if a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then the number is automatically divisible by 6. So first you will divide this 54 by 2 and 3. If it is divisible, then you can write yes, 54 is divisible by 6. That you have to do as division work. Let's start exercise 4.2. Before starting exercise 4.2, I thought of discussing 3 points, that are prime numbers, twin primes, composite numbers. You have studied about these numbers in class 4. Let's recall what we have studied there. So what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which have only 2 factors. One is 1 and second is number itself. So the numbers which are having only 2 factors, that are called prime numbers. Let's take for example 3. 3 is divisible by 1 and 3 itself. So we can say there are only 2 factors of 3, that is 1 and 3. And one more thing, 2 is the smallest prime number and 2 is the only prime number which is even. Rest all prime numbers are odd. And you know that prime numbers are the numbers which have only 2 factors, and 2 is the smallest prime number and 2 is the only even prime number. And second point is twin primes. These are prime numbers only, but there is a difference of 2 in the numbers. For example, 3 and 5. We can say these two are twin prime because they are having a difference of 2 numbers. And one more example, 5, 7. These two are prime numbers. It means in between these two there will be one composite number. Like here 4 is there, in between these two 6 is there. And let's take one more example, 11 and 13. See, in these pairs this 3 is also a prime number, 5 is also a prime number, and there is a gap of two numbers in between two, or we can say there one number lies between these two, and that one number will be a composite number. Same here, 5, then 6 is a composite number, so 5 and 7 are twin prime. In the same way, 11, 12 is a composite number, so they are almost together. So these two are prime and almost together. They have a number in between, so these kind of numbers are called twin prime numbers. And next is composite numbers. Composite numbers are just opposite of prime numbers. As we know, prime numbers are the numbers which have only two factors, 1 and itself. But composite numbers are having more than two factors. Let's take example of 4. 4 is the smallest composite number because 4 is divisible by 1, 2 and 4 itself. So all those numbers which have more than two factors are called composite numbers. First example was 4, as it is divisible by 1, 2 and 4 itself. 6, it is divisible by 1, 2, 3 and 6 itself. So now we can start exercise 4.2. So let's begin. And question number 1 is, which of the following are prime numbers? And parts are 5, 35, 41, 77, 81, 97. So let's solve. So let's solve this question. We have to find out which of the following numbers are prime numbers. So let's start solution, and first is 5. Let's write number 1, and we all know that 5 is divided by 1 and 5 only. So we can say it is a prime number. Next is 35, and as every number is divisible by 1, we have studied in divisibility rules of divisibility, in properties of divisibility, we studied that every number is divisible by 1. So 1, then 35 is divided by 5, it is completely divisible by 5. Then 5 sevens are 35, and 35 is divided by itself. So it is not prime number, we can say it is prime. Then third one is 41. So 4 tens are 40. We can say it is only divisible by 4 and 41. So it is prime, or it's better to write it is prime number, or 41 is a prime number. It is a prime number. It is a prime number. Then fourth number is 77. So it's too easy. It is divisible by 1. It is divisible by 7. It is divisible by 1 and 77 itself. So it is not a prime number. It is a composite number. 81 is also simple. 1. 8 plus 1, 9. And according to the rules of divisibility, when the sum of a number is divided by 3, it means the whole number is completely divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 3, and 9 9s are 81, and 27 3s are 81. and 81 itself. So it is not a prime number, it is a composite number. Next, last one is 97. As 9 tens are 90 and after 9 10 nines are 90, so 97 is not there, so it is divided by 1 and 97 only. 97 is completely divisible by 1 and 97, so it is a prime number. So out of these numbers, 5, 41 and 97 are prime numbers. Let's move to next question. Question 2 is list all prime numbers between 10 and 20. So what we have to do? We have to find out all the prime numbers which are between 10 and 20. I think we can do it already. First, as 10 is composite number because it is divisible by 1, 2, 5 and 10 itself. After that 11. In an example we studied earlier that 11 is a prime number. Then 13 it's co-prime partner, it's crime partner. So 11, 13, then 17, 19. So these four are the numbers which are prime number in between 10 to 20. So let's write it. So as we have done it orally, let's write its solution. So we have to write all the prime numbers between 10 and 20. So prime numbers between 10 and 20 are 11, 13, 17 and 19. Let's do question number 3, and question number 3 is find the greatest prime number which is less than these numbers. So we have to find out the greatest prime number which will be less than the given numbers. So let's write question. Question 3 is find the greatest prime number number which is less than, first part is 21. So that number we have to find out which is less than 21 but greatest in all. So here we have done that 19 is a prime number. So 19, then 20, 21. So we can say 19 is the greatest prime number. Solution: 19 is the greatest prime number less than 21. Let's do part C, that is 74. For that we need space. Okay. Part C is 74. 74. So as we know, 74 is an even number or a composite number. So less than 74 we have to find out, but greatest in all the numbers which are less than 74. So before 74 here comes 73. So just recall whether 73 is in any table or not. 7 tens are 70, 8 tens are 80. So we cannot find 73 in any table except 1 and 73. So, sorry, this marker is not working. So 73 is the greatest prime number. This is also not working. Less than 74. So that's all for today, and rest parts you will do as revision work of question 3, and I'll meet you tomorrow. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.